Hey guys, I am Torchwood and you should know that or you are lost. Somehow we have hit 5,000 subscribers and I realise why people don't do this with this kind of pen anymore. Because it's shit. So I'm moving to this pen for the actual drawing. We have hit 5,000 subscribers and as promised I said I would do a draw my life. I may not screw the paper up like that again, I'm very sorry. I would do a draw my life, and this is my life. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you understand a few things. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I will try and answer them if I feel that it needs answering. Thank you so much for 5,000 subscribers. You cannot understand, you cannot understand how much this means to me. So I'm totally amazed by it. But yes, this is Torchwood Boy, this is Alex, and this is Draw My Life. So, I was born in 1995. I was only a little baby. I apologise in advance, I can't draw, that's me. Baby. I was born in 1995, I had 2 older sisters. And it's not that you can't read my writing, it's just that I'm a shit writer. And I had 2 parents. Obviously. 1 male and 1 female. Look, that's meant to be an X. Yeah. I will actually do some drawing in a minute. My parents divorced when I was 5 years old. I didn't know why then. I was really sad actually. That's me with a sad face. I haven't drawn eyes. I had my eyes closed. I was 5 years old when my parents divorced. Me, my mum. It's my mum. That's actually a very lifelike portrayal of my mum. And my 2 older sisters, who should probably be taller than me. So I will draw them taller. Look at the designs on them. That is just amazing. We went to a brand new house. Oh, I almost did it as well. We went to a brand new house in a town. I moved from a village where my dad lived. It was a very nice village and it's where I currently reside now. This is so strange. I'm very sorry if it's shit, but I hope you're enjoying it. But as I live with my mum, she grew more volatile. She drank a lot. That's my mum with a bottle. Look at it, it's so lifelike. She drank a lot and she would get angry and just annoyed really at the whole situation with me. I'm using words a lot because I can't draw, so I'm very sorry. It's a right my life really. She never got violent. Not really, but I would be scared and it would make me feel really sad. And when excuse me, in 2005 my mum's drinking problem got a lot worse, like seriously a lot worse, and I was only 9 years old at the time. It was a hard time in my life because I was overweight. I had a mum who drank a lot. My 2 sisters didn't really live here. They lived in another house with their dad. We have different dads. So they lived with their dad. And for the most of the time, it was hard for me. I started only seeing my mum on Sundays as her drinking grew worse, and my dad and the courts ruled that she couldn't look after me as well as she had been. Now, one Sunday in particular, I will set the scene. This is so strange. One Sunday in particular, my mum was very sad. She drank a lot and she was upset and she was angry, and me, I'm smiling because I was oh wait, that's me. Me, my sister Lauren, we were at their house and my mum had been drinking a lot, and in the end we all left. I think we went to McDonald's. Or my eldest sister picked me up. Katie, she came and got us, and we left. And I went to live with my dad. And at first I wasn't happy because I refused to speak to my mom. Every time she tried to contact me, I would back away and say no, and I didn't want to speak to her. And my dad and my stepmom, Tracy, that's called Brian. I'm not drawing any hair for him because he's bald. That's him, Brian. You've seen him in some videos. And Tracy, I went to live with them. And I'm not being funny, but this actually looks really good. I think I could make a masterpiece of this. Sorry. And for the next 7 years, I didn't speak to my mom. But we'll come to that later. A lot of people, well, no, my sisters asked me why I was so angry at my mom, especially Katie. I don't think either of them understood, and to be frankly honest, I didn't understand either. Why was I so mad at my mom for drinking, for being an alcoholic, and for, you know, she'd get angry, but she was never violent. Not really. Not to me. So was I holding such a grudge that I held for, I don't know, 5 years. I started speaking. I didn't speak to her, but I stopped this grudge against her after 5 years, and about 7 years later, it was when I started speaking to her. But I'll get back into that. And I think I realised why I'd held it against my mum for so long. This was my mum. This is a pedestal, and that's my mum on it. And this is me. This is me with my mum on the pedestal, and I loved her. I was such a mummy's boy. And in the end, she fell off. Drink knocked her off. It knocked her off that pedestal, and she was down here. She was in, I suppose, the gutter. And for me, it felt like she'd let me down. Just right, she let me down. So you know, so you remember that. She'd let me down, and I know that might sound cruel, you know, it wasn't her fault, you know, people can't control their addictions, and I totally understand that now. But when you're 9 years old, you don't see stuff like that. You see blame, and you see victim, and you see people standing in your way, and you see this and that and that. And in the end, that feeling of being let down just, well, it made me sad. It made me very sad, and then it made me angry. And why am I bald? That's what I want to know. Where did my hair go? Hang on, I don't have curly hair, but I'll do it anyway. And in the end, when I grew up, when I got to about 15, maybe 16, I realised anger wasn't worth it. In fact, anger wasn't worth the shit. Because it's no good for you. It doesn't work. And we'll come to what happened after that later. But that was the story till I was 9. As I got older, and I lived with my dad full time, things were going well. It was good. Apart from, obviously, my mum, but I was more or less happy. I attended high school. And things for the first, second year, great, brilliant, awesome. But in my third year, we made enemies. I made enemies. My friends made enemies. Everyone made enemies. I think that's what you do in school. You make the bad guys, who I'm labeling as crosses here, because bad. And in a way, it was sort of these bad guys that made me sad, because they would pull pranks, you know, get in my head. No one would mess with me physically, because I did karate for 10 years, and that's meant to be a 10, but I'm going to turn that into a backwards K for karate, even though backwards K isn't for karate. Anyway, no one was messing with me physically, but it made me sad, because I didn't want to be sad. I wanted to be, you know, happy, and I wasn't. And in the end, I ended up moving schools, because it got too bad. The bullying got too bad, and I went to a different school. It was at this point where I started to struggle with other things, as in who I was, because I didn't know who I was. At first, it's meant to be a T. At first, I thought I was gay. I did. I thought I was gay. My attraction to women was non-existent, and I thought I was gay. And then suddenly, I felt it. Well, I didn't feel it. It's a strange choice of words. Suddenly, I started to like girls again. And I thought, straight. Not gay. No, I wasn't gay. And in thinking that, I would push away any gay friends I had to protect myself, to shield me. Just for a warning, doing that is not a good idea. Not at all. You lose some of the most important and special people in your lives trying to defend yourself and someone you actually are. Moving on, in the end I couldn't decide whether I was gay or straight. I liked both, and I'd heard of the term bisexual, and I didn't really know what it meant. And I googled it. And I thought, could this be me? Could I be bisexual? It took me a few months. I don't know how many, maybe 4. But in the end, I realized I like boys. That's an X chromosome. And I like girls. It's a Y chromosome. I'm really hoping I get these the right way around, otherwise it's just gonna be shit. And I like them both equally. And it's strange for me because even now I'll say I wish I was one or I wish I was the other. Because when people see me they think, oh, he's gay. Or straight. Like a line. Except that's like a little bit bent at the beginning, you know. It's a phase. That's phase line, that's puberty. But no, I realised in my true hearts of hearts I was a big B. For bisexual, not a bastard. Not a big bastard. For bisexual. And in the end, I was happy about it. I was happy that I knew who I was. I knew that that question mark had been answered. When I hit 16, before I even came out, I knew I was bisexual, but I didn't come out. I weighed 14 stone. Well, 14 stone, 6 pounds. In kilogram, that is the equivalent of 91.6 kilograms. For a 16-year-old, well, fatty. I was determined to lose weight. I was unhappy, you know. It wasn't helping the fact that I was, at this point, you know, coming to terms with who I was, being bisexual. And I wanted to lose that. I wanted to become the page 3 boy model who had the 6-pack and abs. And I still haven't got that, and that was meant to be part of the package, so I don't know what's going on. But I wanted to be happy. And so, in the course of 1 year, all of 2012, I lost 3 stone, or equivalently 19 kilograms. And I didn't look so bad after that. I wasn't skinniest, but I was still pretty skinny. And I've managed to retain that. And I'm doing a little better now. I think I'm down to like 3.5 stone, but I don't weigh 3.5 stone. Jesus, I'm not like something you can hang on a wall. But I'm about good now. I'm quite happy with where I am now. And I felt really good in myself. Hang on a minute, I have to scroll down. Then, before I came out again, my granddad died. And it was hard because I'd never lost a grandparent before. And my granddad just passed away, and in some ways his death was actually, I won't say good, but I'll say a metamorphosis of my and my mum's relationship. We came close. We got really close. I forgave her, and we were happy. And we're still happy. 2015, 3 years later, me and my mum. Although, to be honest, if technically that's her now, and this is me, because I'm a lot taller. We're a lot happier. She found God, and that's how she cured her, well, not cured, but that's how she beat her addiction. I was a bit wary that with the whole God thing, she would struggle with my, well, sexuality. Being bisexual is a hard thing to swallow anyway for parents. You know, your kid could end up with anyone. But with a God lover, that could be a bit harder for me to come out to her. Does anyone think my accent sounds a bit American? Because I'm doing it and I'm like, am I turning into an American doing this? I don't know, but just let me know in the comments. If you're still watching, if you've not been part... I'm carrying on, I'm sorry. I promise I'm not high. Okay. On January the 4th, I came out. I was sat in my kitchen, I was sad, and my dad came in. He was like, "You okay?" It says "you okay." I've abbreviated. You okay? You okay? And I was like, "Dad, I am turning American. I'm gonna try and stop it. Dad, I have something to tell you. I can't write all that, but blah blah blah. I have something to tell you." And I said, "I'm bisexual." Now, my father, would I say homophobe? No, but I'd say very close to that word. And he was a bit disappointed, to be honest, that his son could fall for a boy. But 3 years later, and he makes jokes in Indian restaurants about me taking it up. No, I'm not even going there, but he makes jokes. Jokes! And I realised, because I was so upset when I told him, and I didn't realise how much he loved me. Because this is my dad who, that's meant to be a heart. I realise it looks like a bubble, but it's a heart. Go with it. And sometimes I forget to tell my dad how much I love him. Because I do. I love him so much. Ha ha! And he's my inspiration, and to be honest, if I'm going to use this word that he's close to, he's my hero. And he's straight there. He's not even close to it, he is my hero. And I love him forever. The rest of my family were great about it, especially my stepmom. She was a rock for me, and I have to thank her because she was amazing during that time. I don't know why I'm drawing myself like a child. I mean, I was 18 at this point. Oh no, I was 17. But still. Or was I 18? No, I was 18. I was coming up 19. Yeah. Oh, I forgot skydiving. I did skydiving for my 18th. There you go. That's something new. Whee! Look at that. I was like James Bond. Except I had a guy on my back. But, you know, James Bond's probably done that as well. Wait, there's a plane. there you go. Everyone else was really supportive. My mum was actually better than I thought she was. She struggled a bit at first, but she came around to the idea eventually. And my sisters were amazing, and my whole family, all of them, every single one. And, you know, then, oh, I'm sorry, I hit the camera. Then, on October the 4th, I created a YouTube channel in April, but I'd never used it before, and on October the 4th, I did a reaction video to... Wait a minute, I'm trying to draw a camera, this could be fun. Oh, can I draw it? I drew it! Look, it's a camera! Yay! I filmed myself watching Kill the Moon, which was a Doctor Who episode, and it's been blocked now by BBC Worldwide. Thanks, you tossers. But before it had reached up to 6,000 views, I think, and suddenly, a few weeks later, I had 100 subs. Oh, that didn't end well. Hang on, I can recover this, I can make this look cool. There we go. A year later, and I had 4,752. I didn't count. That was 1 year, exactly. That's the symbol for exactly. And now I have 5,000. And that's scary. I never thought I'd get 10. So to have 5,000 is incredible. Right now, in my life, I'm 20 years old. And I struggle sometimes. Work can be tough. You know? I don't have many friends anymore. I'm sort of, I suppose, alone. I still have some, but they're very much in the background and in the distance, and I only see them once every while. So I'm sort of like a lone wolf, but I'm pretty happy with that. I can last that. You know, I think it's strange that you can lose so many friends so quickly when you leave school. So for anyone leaving school, I'd just like to say, don't worry. If you can be happy with yourself, that's when you know you're truly happy. So just keep smiling. Have you noticed I can only draw smiley faces? It's pretty much all I can do. To think of it, my life has been kind of like a roller coaster. I've had my highs, I've had my lows, and I think that's what life's all about. As long as you keep getting back up and having those highs, you can take the lows. And I know I have, and I know I will continue to until the end. And what I'm trying to say is that I am happy right now. I am on a high. I am 20 years old, and for the last plus 3 years, I am high. Sure, 2015, it's had some low moments. My grandma died. Work is ridiculous, and I feel lonely sometimes, yeah. But then I have a high, and I'm not high. That would be bad. Don't get high, you. High. Bad. But in the end, I'm pretty happy right now, right in this moment, right now, with 5,000 subs. No, 5,000 friends. I don't think I've been happier. 20 years, happiest right now. I hope you've enjoyed my life. I hope it wasn't too boring for you. I hope you enjoyed my highs and you enjoyed my lows. And let me zoom out a little bit. And I wanted to say something. 5,000 subscribers means the absolute world to me. You all mean the absolute world to me. And I couldn't do it without any one of you. You are all as special as each other, and every one of you even. And I hope you've enjoyed these shit drawings. I'm sorry that they were so shit, but, you know, I feel like I've missed out a few points that I want to go through that I forgot as I was going through, but when I was age 9 I started karate, and I only finished this year. I did it for 10 years and it is the best thing you can ever do. So if you want to take up a martial art, I would say karate, because it is awesome. I want to apologise if I've ever hurt anyone in my life. I feel like now is the best time to do it. I want to tell my family how much I love them, my sisters how much they mean to me, and that I need to put more effort in to being a better brother to you two, because you are awesome. And to be honest, I am jealous of your relationship with each other, because they're so close and I love that closeness, but I've got to try harder at it. I want to try and get out there and be more adventurous, but sometimes it's hard because I struggle getting the courage to go out and meet new people, but I'm going to try. All you can do is try. Sure, I'm afraid of things. People ask me if I'm afraid of things all the time. Yeah, I'm afraid of spiders, sharks, I'm afraid of cameras padding underwater. Do you know how scary that is? But I'm also afraid of losing people, and I'm afraid that I'll grow old alone, and that I'm afraid of dying, to be honest. No one wants to die. It's something that we don't understand and we don't want to do. But I think I'll end it with a quote. A quote that I didn't realise how much it meant to me. A quote that I'm reading off my screen. But I'm going to read it, and I think you should too. It's very short, it's only an excerpt of the quote. And I hope everyone who is ever afraid or ever worried or anything about their future listens to this. Fear doesn't have to make you cruel or cowardly. Fear can make you kind. It doesn't matter if there's nothing under the bed or in the dark, as long as you know it's okay to be afraid of it. Live your life how you need to live it, because in the end, fear makes your heart go faster, it makes your lungs breathe quicker, and it makes you do things you wouldn't ever believe. So take that fear, the fear of not meeting new people, the fear of not being yourself, the fear of living with someone who you love so much but who keeps disappointing you. Take that fear, use that fear, because at the end of the day, fear's just a superpower.